Okay, here we are outside of, about mile 1248 on the AT. You can see what looks like a lovely little view. I walked across that bridge and the whole time was staring up at this mountain that I'm currently on, that you can see just kind of, if you fall, you're just gonna tumble there down the side of the mountain, thinking surely the wonderful powers that be at the AT would not make me climb this. But this is the feared mountain that people have been talking about for several days on the trail, where you're climbing close to 1,000 feet in a mile, which, if you're not sure about that, to put it bluntly, really sucks. And you can see as well the rocks are all very loose and it's kind of dangerous to be walking on, and there's even a sign on the road down below that said caution falling rocks. And I imagine that if they would just reroute the AT, there would not be many falling rocks of hikers stumbling and kicking rocks down onto the road. And you can see the blaze right there, and it just goes up, and that's what we're doing, is climbing. I hear further up it's actually like even right now, a scramble, oh god, or you have to use your hands and all to get up, and this very steep drop off. You can see, I think when people think Pennsylvania and the AT, this is the part that they envision, but it hasn't gotten this bad. It really started to get bad after Duncannon is when the real rockiness kicked in. But southern Pennsylvania, when you first came in, they kind of tricked you. See, though, it's a nice view, because it was all just flat and actually pretty boring, and it was you just going through farmlands, which was actually torturous in its own way, because they've been in a heat wave and it's been in the mid to high 90s most days, and going through the farmlands there was no shade at all. And I think we're going all the way up there, but the shelters at first in southern Pennsylvania were really nice, and there's usually 2 shelters at every site, 2 different cabins. And I actually don't really, this way, and one quarry shelter, somebody brought in potted flowered plants and hung within the shelter, in case we didn't have enough pretty surroundings being in nature. But all that has vanished outside of Duncannon. You can see the terrain. It's become increasingly treacherous. I actually took a face plunge 2 days in a row. I've fallen face first. One time I actually did knock my head onto the jagged edge of a rock, but I was okay, luckily. And yesterday I fell face forward and caught myself on my knees, which was actually a mixed blessing, because where does it even go? I then bloodied up one knee, and the other knee is now slightly swollen and hurts. Alright, you can see right here there's an arrow that's telling me I'm gonna go this way, and then I think we're gonna go on up and up, and then if I fall, this is what I'm falling down. So I'm sorry to offend the wonderful people of Pennsylvania and yeah, that live here or maybe grew up here, but I'm really not a fan. I can honestly say I cannot wait to get to New Jersey, and probably not many people have said that.